That's crazy. Let's go for carpentry. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have we already have our first vendor. Vendor, what kind of vendor you got, man? Let me talk to Husuf. Hello, Husuf. Greetings, your grace. If you turn right from the square, you'll end up straight at the tavern. Okay, so tavern to the east. Well, tavern to the right, I guess. Yeah. Because I think it's actually on the west side of the overhead map. The tavern's ale is blessed by Caden Killian. I swear, the lady who owns it is a gem. I've heard a baron as tall as a troll, hair pure gold, and can breathe fire! Oh, that's all nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire, trust me. This guy. Welcome, your grace. Glad to serve you. Uh-huh. I wish my cat would quit. Is this supposed to be us? Who is this? Oh, no, that's... Okay, no, that's somebody else. Or that's what he was saying. Kalian. Your grace, these are guards. Keep their mouths busy. Gossip the commander's... Commander something. My gosh, that guy spoke quickly that time. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from this perch. That's a beautiful friggin' statement, dude. This game, I'm telling you, the first time playing it, it is crazy to see how big the map is and see how your barony grows. It's really crazy. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head to now. Let's go.
A rest would be welcome.
Oh. Barony. Okay. So now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Gaston tucks his thumbs under his belt and stands quietly. Greetings, your grace. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Rostov reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Aldori Warlords, I would like to offer you some advice. Okay. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people. Certain state business demand your personal attention, as will the visits especially important guests. Reports of outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while considering your plans. Okay. According to the ancient traditions of Bravoy and most of the River Kingdoms, rulers address affairs of the state and receive visitors at the beginning of the month. Okay. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition. Regularly visit your capital when needed. First thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all important positions in your barony. Clerics Jihad and Tristan were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further, and I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. Let's go! Clap, clap. Oh, your grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I'm confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. But to be honest, this isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristy and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear, there's a powerful curse at work. Ooh! It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh! I'm disgusted with whoever could do this. And now there's a new woe. Tristy and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There's a place near the capital rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristy and I visited this dreadful place. We felt the same putrescence as the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? There's a bald hilltop not far from here to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe the rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times. There's no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. The place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. That's gross, Tristan. And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristan and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Restill. Okay, let's go. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. Okay. I agree with Tristan. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. What do you guys suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and we will predict and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about a month. Okay. What a quinky dink. That's when we should visit it and resolve the issue. Cool. Alright, wait and prepare, yeah. We beg your pardon, Your Grace, for intervening with you getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now. We'll see. We shall see, baby. Oh. Okay. Yeah. 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 Stolen Lands, that's a good name. Do we have any BP? Can we build stuff? Enter. Oh my god. Stop it. Hey, we got some BP. How much BP do we have? 350. Build a wall. And bulletin board. That's good enough for now. That's a lot. We're out of here. And it's outrage. That's a problem. Oh! We better assign some advisors. High Priest? Jihad. Treasurer, we don't have one. General? Oh. We might do that. We might get some more territory. Counselor. Regent. Cool. Economy. Trade. No. Zvonkies. Oh yeah, we need to do this. Sure. No. Yes. 60 days. Okay, we're not doing that yet. Training. All this to catch them up in experience. Sure, we'll do that later. Curse. Cool. Any more events? And it's outrage. This guy. Woof! Get a trucking. And can anybody claim this bad boy? 14 days. Okay, save. So save.
A rest would be welcome.
You're about to get a chance to rest. Do I dare it? Dare to be great. I think we're supposed to go explore during this entire month, but I want to go ahead and claim this. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. Success! Ooh. Here? Here. Yeah, trade guard sounds good. We got to build a wall. Nope, just kidding. And double kidding, we are gonna build a wall. Ah! And we're out. Triumph! Let's go. Oh, success. More events. Mysterious cult, that's a problem. Problems need to be solved. Jihad, get on that. Harem has a request. And opportunity in the throne room. I need more juice. Greetings, Baron. Oh, excuse me. Greetings, Baron. I'm sorry to take you away from other affairs. People need you. When the stolen lands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sat in relief, but many are still confused by the swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baron, nor what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler? Or only for those of wealth and status? Let's reassure your people, show them where your favor truly lies, perhaps a small celebration that would help win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount of luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of your barony, but I recommend... Yeah, come on, man. Come on. Poor people. No. Pander to... I don't care who we pander to. I wish I could tell him in a nice way to make up his own mind. My lord. Yeah. Common celebration. Yes, the poor and the downtrodden. Cool. I don't know if it's the greatest gift I can give my people, but I'm sure wealth and prosperity would probably be a little better. Anyway, I heard it's not that important. Well, what's wrong, brother? Heard an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the Five Kings Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one. But the road itself is still there, and possibly not only the road. Oh, excuse me. I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my... why do you ask? Probably shouldn't, but it's like a wound that never healed. Of course, man. Come on. Of course, I'll take you. Alright. Yeah, no problem, brother. Let's go. Oh, hello. Who are you? Your Grace, I was at Oleg's. Recently noticed old Bakken just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. The most unfortunate, after all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, there's no use for his skill since the locals need nothing more than simplest of healing potions. Then it struck me, why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. Also, might be cheaper than simply buying them from another merchant. Okay, cool. I gotta go talk to old Bakken. Woo! Okay. My goodness. Dun 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 dun. And do I dare go talk to... Uh-oh. There's so many people to talk to. And there's a piece of loot in here.
Without a doubt.
Hello. Thanks for the loot. Twink. Alright, let's go talk to this guy, the storyteller. I'm not gonna read all of his dialogue, guys. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I love you all. We're going to breeze through it a little bit. Face wrinkled, beard white as a mountain, stares past you, unseeing eyes, consume thoughts. Slightly slow. Is that you, Your Grace? Who are you? I'm an elf from Keonan. My name is not important. I'm a storyteller, collector of stories, collect unknown legends of ancient times. Smiles, but doesn't seem to be directed at you. I was a smith long ago, fire forged by my eyes on great, but I'm grateful for it. Okay. People are long dead, homes crumbled. Oof. Only legend can tell. Oof. Would still be interested to hear the stories. Sure. I've always been drawn to the Stone Lands. Countless expeditions, armies, kingdoms. Okay. You really an elf? Do other elves age like you have? Common question, despite my unusual looks, I am an elf, and an old one, perhaps older than any other. However, I doubt my age alone is responsible for my appearance. I keep stories of many people and races, some forever gone from the face of Galarian. But they live in my memory and my heart. Okay. When I hear a new story, I lock it within myself, bearing the weight of its words and my emotions they evoke. I sometimes think that I probably should have died long ago, but some incomprehensible forces keeping me alive and granting me the ability to continue my quest to gather stories. Be it divine power or fell curse, I am grateful either way. How could you tell it was me? It was your footsteps, man. Nobody walks around like you do, Your Grace. Alright. What kind of stories? I'm a collector, not a trader. If I share the story with you, you receive the power to pass it further, changing or embellishing it, whether willingly or not. Can I be certain you will keep the stories intact in their absolute purity? I cannot. Not yet. Interesting. Cool. This guy takes these stories seriously. I can offer you a deal. If you discover some stuff, bring it back, and I'll tell you the stories. Okay. I found some... relics? Yes, you may. Money, money, money. Box coins. Money. Dryad marks. Money. Money. I can now tell you the distant expedition undertaken by a group of Brevik heroes to a place known as the Drowned Trees. Ooh. Tell me about them. Oh! Money, money, and experience. I hear rowlocks creaking. Brave souls set off to the Stolen Lands to clear bandits. Set sail on a large boat. Death was glorious. From time to time we managed to capture a prisoner. Goosebumps rising, its pitiful cry. Who's in your group? Paladin, Ranger, Sorceress, Priest, Inquisitor, and me, a fighter. All experienced combatants. Over and over, we've saved each other's lives in times of need. That's cool, I understand that. Why do you question the prisoners? We're looking for a main lair. Place known as the Drowned Trees. I wonder if that's the place we were earlier with the boggards. Like the trees that were shaped like the hand that had the storybook for us. Anyway, we seek the leader of the bandits, an underwater monster named Dardagut Droon, and we will not leave without his head. Have there always been so many bandits? Yes. Yeah, continue. Night. Army attacked boat. Ooh. Potions. Dove into the water. We watch as the boat is blown to pieces. My gosh. Everything according to plan, though. Okay. More will die before it's over with. That sucks. Bandit King will draw his final breath. Today or tomorrow. Even if you sneak into the bandit camp, however you handle all of them. Oh. Because we are good and we brought a lot of fire. Okay. What kind of secret entrance? Underwater path. Oh. Muddy water. Safe passage. At least we believe so. Gory. Oh no. Next moment, monstrous creature emerges from the darkness. A twisted cross between a fish and monkey. Its clawed hand reached out effortlessly, melting away the Inquisitor's flesh, then ripping out her heart. Oh no! This is the king of bandits, Dardagut Droon. The bandit we captured did not lie, but the secret passage he spoke of led right to the underwater lair of his master. I bury my terror deep in my soul. There was no time for weakness. There were only 4 of us left, and we were gasping for air by the time this freak's life foot stains the water. We leave the beheaded body on dry land, then retreat and recover. That was fast. Okay. Only now I allow my hands to tremble, my breath to race unbidden, my tears to flow. What kind of monster was this fish monkey? They say he was a normal human, but he offended a powerful fae. I'm sure we'll never see any of those. Turn him into a monster. Gave him the ability to breathe underwater, melt human flesh. Woo! Bandit King. Anything useful in his lair? Oh yeah. True collector of magical items. We lost 2 friends, but what we found there could help us finish what we started. So the bandit wanted you to set up, play it right to your hands. You could say so. But the bandit's lie did cost both sides dearly. Continue! Drowned trees, enormous trunks, lost their king. They now battle each other for power, and we were ready to join the fight. Oh my god, more fighting! The bandit nests smolder, cinders, and swapoos. I ask him, tell Esvanki, was it worth it? He puts his hand on my shoulder and says, yes, Jamandi. Now the stolen lands will be ours. I wish I believed him. Jamandi and Esvanki, holy cow. Thus the expedition of the drowned trees came to an end. I must admit, it was not an easy feeling for me standing in the place of this daring woman. The steel of her soul was colder than ice. That's her, but she's still alive. Some people become legends in their own lifetime. Jumanji has performed many glorious feats, and there may be more yet ahead. Let's go! If Jumanji has already once cleared the stolen land of bandits, why must we do it again? The death of Dardagut Droon and destruction of the drowned trees weakened the bandits, but not for long. The paladin who died was a noble. It was he who was supposed to claim the stolen lands and send in his troops. When Jumanji sought another candidate or priest capable of performing a resurrection ritual, a new bandit leader emerged. In the destroyed fortress. Within a year, the stolen lands were swarming with gangs once more. That was the Stag Lord. Holy cow. Thank you for your story. Alright. Any more? May I? Okay, cool. Will you help me? Okay. Till we meet again. Yay! Ooh, and we gained a level. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is where I leave you. I've got to stop this episode. I'm going to take a small break. If you are watching on YouTube, I will see you in a few seconds for episode 5. But if you are watching on Twitch, I will see you in probably 35 minutes or so. I got to take a small break. I got to re-energize because it is late. But I want to keep going. I want to get through this kingdom stuff and get out there into the troll trouble and explore. And I will see you soon. Thank you for all the chatters. Thank you for everybody that joined. Bye, 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 bye.